Okay, welcome back. Welcome to the next model of theory of machine 2, and we are discussing about unit number 5, synthesis of mechanism. After last class we have seen the method of inversion or inversion method, by which we have synthesized 4 bar mechanism and slider crank mechanism. Now another important method is relative pole method. This is also a graphical method of dimensional synthesis. Now here today we will see relative pole method of slider crank mechanism. Now question is given, synthesize slider crank mechanism by relative pole method by using following data. So initial stroke displacement is 30 mm, total displacement of slider is 60 mm, crank length 40 mm it is given, crank angle 30 degree anti-clockwise it is shown. Then initial position of crank is 30 degree and second position of crank is 60 degree. Now in this case determine eccentricity. So here it is a procedure to follow for relative pole method, correct? Now I have written the procedure. So what you have to do, first of all, draw the crank A1 B1 or AB1, okay, in its initial position. That is, in our problem crank length is given, that is 40 mm. If it is not given, then you have to assume the crank length, and crank angle is also given, that is 30 degree. So by using crank length and crank angle, just draw a crank length A B1 or A1 B1 here. I have taken one point, and from that point I have drawn A1 B1 or AB1, that is 40 mm, with angle to horizontal is 30 degree, that is given. Okay, I have done this. The next, now find the relative poles P12 and P13 as shown in figure. So how to find out the relative poles P12 and P13 are obtained by fixing the link A. By fixing the link A and observing the motion of crank AB1 in the reverse direction. Means, now in the problem it is given crank is rotated anti-clockwise. So it is anti-clockwise. So what you have to do? Okay, we have taken anti-clockwise theta, correct? What you have to do? You have to draw a vertical line which is passing through point A. Okay, I have mentioned it is Y. Then what you have to do? You have to take the angle such that this angle, to find P12, draw angle YAP12. Draw angle YAP12 is equal to half into theta 12 in the reverse direction. So it is, that is, we have to mark angle YAP12. How? Such that, take, it is given initial angle theta 12, that is I think 30 degree, correct? So it is given 30 degree. So what you have to do? Take angle here from this YA1, theta 12 by 2, that is 30 divided by 2, how much? 15 degree. So take angle YAP12, that is 15 degree, and draw a line, this line, that is AP12. We don't know P12 exactly where, just draw a line. Okay, so we have drawn the line. Then from AY, draw IP12, that is half into S12, initial slider displacement. From AY, you have to draw IP12. So how? From this line, what you have to do? Take S12 divided by 2 distance. That is, S12 is given 30 mm. So 30 mm divided by 2, 15 mm. So take 15 mm distance and mark a line parallel to this. So this line and this angular line, correct? This line and this parallel line meet somewhere at, we will get P12. Similarly, take here angle in the reverse direction, that is from YA1 you have to take angle in this direction, that is theta 13 divided by 2. In our case it is given 60 degree. So 60 divided by 2, it is 30 degree. So you have to take 30 degree angle and draw a line from A like this, dotted line. Then what you have to do, from Y A you have to take S13 divided by 2 distance, that is 30 mm, sorry 60 mm divided by 2, that is 30 mm. Then draw a parallel line IP13 parallel to this AY. So this parallel line and this here angular line meet at point P13. So mark that point as P13. Okay, understood. Next, here both lines intersecting the respective point, that is P12 and P13. Now we got P12, P13. From P12 and P13, draw lines which connects at point B. That is, join P12 with B1 and P13 with B1. Okay, we have joined P12 with B1, P13 with B1. Then next, from P12 and P13, draw two lines P2, P12, Q12. So you have to draw P1 line from P12 point. Which line? P12, Q12. This line. How to draw such that angle, this angle, you have to measure this angle Y, sorry, angle A P1 to I, angle A P1 to I, this we have to measure. I think it is coming, so 15 degree only, so you have to measure 15 degree. Then same angle you have to take from this line P1 to B1 and mark this angle, and from that we want to draw a line. This line, just give the name P1 to Q1. Similarly, for at point P13 also, measure this angle AP13I, this one, AP13I, this double. This also coming, I think, 30 degree. So take angle 30 degree, which angle B1, P13, Q12. That is this 30, that's why it is also 30. So take 30 degree angle and draw a line from P13. So from P13 you have to draw a line. This line represent P13, Q13. So here both the lines P1 to Q12, here P1 to Q12 and P13 Q13 meet at some point. That point is C1. Okay, point of intersection C1. So mark this point as C1. Then join B1 C1. So length A B1 represent crank, that is already we know 40 mm, and B1 C1 represent connecting rod, and it's coming, for my case it is coming 34 mm. And here you have to measure eccentricity from C1, draw a line parallel to this and measure this eccentricity, and it is coming, I think, 6 mm. So this way you have to synthesize slider crank mechanism by relative pole method. Okay, so same method we will apply for 4 bar mechanism, so that we will see in the next class.